Oh, hello. Good evening, everyone. This is Mariana Magdalena from Starry Night Tarot. It is Sunday today, about 6:30 in the evening, and I thought I will come and do some fun, draw some cards. As you notice, I'm wearing this fascinator today. We will be doing um, I will be using those cards, which is the Murder of Tarot. Sorry, Murder of Crows, what I'm saying. Murder of Crows Tarot. And yeah, so I'm just being silly, wearing some, feather earrings and this fascinator. And yeah, connecting with the crows that are very mysterious and wise creatures. I'm not really sure, where what will come up today in the reading, but I just thought about the energies, of what's happening in the world, what's going on collectively. Um, I finally feel better, but I feel like the energy was very heavy, especially in the month of December. I don't know if it's collective for everyone, but I actually came back from Vancouver Island and I contracted some virus. I think on a ferry, and I was sick with bronchitis. It was viral bronchitis for about 3 weeks, and um, yeah, it was just what actually happened is, I'm okay. It's been a while now ago, but I felt very weak, and I felt I'm always on a go, go, go. But this illness caused me that um, I had to ground myself, and I was spending a lot of time at home, and it was of course around Christmas time. And I just think that maybe that is something that I needed to do. And, collectively, like what's happening is, we had Prince Harry coming up with um, the book, The Spare. I haven't read it, I haven't bought it yet, but I heard that a lot of bombshells stories about royal family. But I did watch actually Netflix series, and I find it interesting because um, something came up for me as well in September when I was traveling to Poland, and it's about the situation with my family. My father is quite ill. It's been for quite some time. He has Parkinson disease, and I really wasn't getting along with my mom during that visit, and it kind of created sort of a lot of situations where I had to go deep within and ask myself, what is it that, um, I'm willing to put up with. I cannot change my mom. She is the way she is. I have to accept her the way she is, but I can have some boundaries, with her. And I thought the same, with Prince Harry. So, like, I think that basically collectively, even though, it's Prince Harry, and we just sort of tend to think, well, I'm not really interested in stories of the celebrities, who are these people. But I find a lot of the times they bring something for us to look at, because um, it's not really about them. They basically represent certain energies that is going on collectively. So I was reading the article. I sort of started reading the article, on my phone, and I kind of scanned it through, but. Um, there was quite a few interesting points that were brought up about Harry's situation. I kind of feel for the guy. We tend to say, the truth is somewhere in the middle. Obviously, he was really hurt, and I couldn't actually even believe that when there was an interview with Harry where he said that when his mom passed away, I think he was very young, right? I'm not sure how old was he was 9 or 8, maybe a bit older. But actually, he didn't believe it that she died. And he believed for a very long time, I think until he was 19, that she's not going to pull up this number on them and on those kids, like on him and William, and that she's going to come back. Um, and that sort of tells me also that he was very lonely in this journey. When his mom passed away, suddenly it was tragic, and I actually do remember that time. When this happened with Lady Diana, I was living in Calgary, and I just arrived. I was on a plane, and actually a friend picked me up, and we went to have a drink somewhere in Calgary downtown, a martini. And that's when my friend told me, by the way, do you know that Diana is dead? And so I remember that particular time, and a day exactly when it happened, when I learned about it. But obviously, it was very tragic for this family, and it affected Harry and the way, his experiences and with his family and with his father. And, he was the youngest, William was a bit older. So I see that there is a lot of hurt, and there is a lot of probably misunderstanding. But the question is, do we have to expose our family the way he did? Is this it's sort of, Harry thinks that he's in the right, and he needs to expose this family, and he thinks that that's the way how things will change. But it's an interesting question. Will it change anything? um yeah, so I won't go into the details of that, but these are sort of a lot of interesting questions. And I think that this is the time also when, like I say, because it came up collectively, I feel like this is something that we need to do as well. That is coming up for us. It's not that we have to, but it's coming up for us. I know it's coming up for me. I'm going to be traveling to Poland again, in May, end of May. So it's going to be interesting how this visit will be, because anyway, so there's that. I also was thinking about the recent murder in Idaho, and the guy, this Brian Kohlberger. And he is bringing up also a lot of darkness, and this is collective darkness, basically. The guy is killing people with sort of cold blood, um, but the way he kind of behaves and acts, that he doesn't care, he's all cool, he has no fear. But it is all about fear, because all this fear is actually projected in the act, what he has actually done. So I think that, I feel like this is collectively also what we're looking at is our own darkness. And, basically, yes, the human mind, unfortunately, it's true, does have a lot of darkness. And so, today, what I feel like doing is doing maybe a very we're gonna do a spread that is gonna be, sorry, consists of three cards. This is a little white book that I have, and the Murder of Kraus Tarot. It's kind of a dark deck. I really love it. It's really beautiful. These are some of the imageries. I'll share some. You know, it's very serious, kind of. It's dark, and what I'd like to do is I will be using this little book, when I will be interpreting, just because there is a certain twist, and I'm not really familiar with this deck. This is not like a typical deck. So we're gonna shuffle some cards, and what we're gonna do is we're going to draw three cards, and how about we do the typical one, very popular in the tarot spread. It's called past, present, and future. Okay. I think, we are at the beginning still of the new year. This is a new energy coming in. And I think that it would be nice to do simple spread, past, present, and future. Okay. So we're going to shuffle the cards. Okay. I hope everyone is having a good year, beginning of the new year. Okay, so one card jumped out at me right away. So this is the Queen of Page. So we got a Queen of Page. What am I thinking? The Queen of Wands. Sorry, the Queen of Wands. Okay, I'm just going to actually do this. Okay, so we have the Queen of Wands for the past. We have Ten of Pentacles for the present, and we have Two of Pentacles for the future. Okay, so let's look at this Queen of Wands. What this energy is about in this tarot deck. So, Queen of Wands, a savage, unbound beauty in love with all that is lush and alive. She demonstrates the wonder to be found in experiencing the world with all the senses and never apologizes for her intensity. Her charisma is intoxicating, and her speech is direct and uncompromising. Hear the crunch and crack as she uses her staff to tear away the brambles that attempt to block her path. If she let such party inconveniences slow her down, she would never have become queen of this realm. The wise learn to follow her lead, bowing to her incredible will. So the life of the party, incomparable charisma, intense focus, flair for the drama. So, okay. So here she is. You can look at her. Okay, so we'll just continue, and whatever I just read to you, you may want to visualize the landscape, or be that person, and it may come up. It may bring some new insights to you. So it's not just what I read, but it could inspire you. This image could inspire you as well. So whatever you see about yourself, the aspect of yourself. What does this Queen of Wands brings up in you? And then, so then we have Ten of Pentacles um, for the present. Okay. I know what the Ten of Pentacles means in a traditional tarot cards, but we're going to take a look in this deck. So, Ten of Pentacles, your tribe gives you strength, sifting through things from the past. You find objects that are useful for others and for yourself. When you draw from the shared resources of the flock, there is enough for all. So, collective wealth, vast resources, legacy, inheritance, reliance, and community. And then for the future, we got Two of Pentacles. Okay, so this is the figure that is standing sort of in this landscape. It's pretty dark. You can see the moon is shining. And usually in a traditional tarot cards, the figure is balancing with the two pentacles, but in this case we have two crows. So it is difficult to serve two masters. While the soul longs to dance, your feet are planted in the solid earth. Now is time for balance, for cautious choices, for move followed by counter move. Each thing you love gives you its blessing. By giving them proper attention, you maintain equilibrium. Economy of action and caution. These are the keywords. So, okay, so we got the gist of what the energies we basically draw. So, when we're talking about past, present, and future, even the moment ago, is already the past, right? But in duality, of course, we have a sense of that, there is a time that there is something that happened before this event, and the time is kind of linear, right? But basically, what we're dealing with is so the Queen of Wands, and it's all about who we are and what we represent. It talks about our energy, our personality. The way I see it, that perhaps, we were very active in a previous, maybe in previous year, where, we were sort of like a social butterflies, um, very kind of fierce energy. Um, we always wanted to be like, we were kind of in the leads. We were also attracting a lot of people to ourselves because we had certain maybe charisma about ourselves. And that's kind of what I am seeing. maybe it's not just previous year, maybe even like recently. I know that for myself, last year I was in this actually hermit zone, where I wasn't certainly the what you call, I wasn't oh, there's a word that I'm looking for, but basically, um, I was in this hermit zone myself. However, what it is the energy that you carry, within you, and people get drawn to you regardless whether, it doesn't mean that you go and party all the time, but there is something about you that you carry certain energy, and people are attracted to you, and they don't know why they are attracted to you, but they you kind of inspire people. Like today, for example, I mean, I noticed, like I was working really a lot, quite a lot, previous week, and finally, when the weekend arrived, I cleaned up my place, my space, and I just wanted to be in this energy of loving myself. So I dressed myself nicely. I was wearing everything like in animal print. I had my shoes in leopard print, my pants leopard print, and also the top. And So anyway, I was outside, and I noticed that people were basically coming up to me. This one lady said to me, "Oh my God, I just love your outfit. I love how you look." Even I don't attract to people to myself like this every day, but something was kind of noticeable. But it's not really what we wear, it's about the energy about us. So that's about that. 10 of Pentacles, so like I say, like what we just read. um, So I feel like, we have reached certain. 10 represents basically, it's the fulfillment, it's the completion, it's the energy of completion. And I feel like maybe there is something that we've been working on for some time, and we have gathered enough of our we gathered enough of wealth, of resources. We are certainly not in the energy of lack. We are not. We are this, in the energy of having enough. And interesting, in this tarot deck, the Pentacles is the what they call the realm of greed. That's what they call it. So, yeah. So now the future is, you know, this card is the Two of Pentacles. It's about balance. I'm just trying to think, how I would interpret this reading altogether. So I get the sense that perhaps, we need to. The Queen of Wands is the one that is inspired by something, and she has created, um, you know, she has completed the task, whatever she was working on, and she became this woman who is has enough, and she has enough of wealth, but now it's about balance. So it's about, you may love something very much, but you can get lost in it, you know. So this card is actually calling for balancing, that maybe we have spent too much time in only one area of our lives. And like I say, last year, I know I can talk about myself. Maybe you relate to that, and I think it's also, coming out of pandemic, because we have spent a lot of the time at home in the past, and we've been already vaccinated last year, and we were able to, spending the time outside with other people. I know I traveled, I spent the time with my family, but still, I feel like I couldn't just kind of go back to how I was before. I've never really spent a lot of the time at home, but last year I spent a lot of the time at home. I'm also working from home, and I feel like a little bit, I've been in this hermit zone. Um, summer is a little bit different. I tend to be outside, but I did have a project that I was working on last year, and maybe that Queen of Wands came up. But this is general reading. So whatever I am talking about, perhaps you can also relate to that. I'm just looking how long is this? How long this is? About 25 minutes. So I think that is all for today. You can check out my previous blog, on WordPress. I did the New Year 2023 spread, and honest to God, um, it's all again. We did draw this card before, the Two of Pentacles, and I feel like this year is going to be a little bit different. And this card is calling us for exploring also other areas in life. I'm not going to repeat myself again. I said balance, balance, balance. But that's what it is, that I feel like we've been spending too much time in one area. This is kind of what I am getting from this reading. And also what I'm getting is that we have completed certain cycle, and this 10 of Pentacles is telling me that we have completed, we are satisfied. There is more to be accomplished, but while we are going there higher and higher, we also cannot get lost, um, in a pursuit. And when I'm looking at this card of the Queen of Wands, she's like very determined. It's not a very great light, but you can see like she's very serious. She's very determined. She is. She's attracting people to herself, but almost like she's not paying attention to anyone. Just sort of leave me alone. I have this mission. I am on this mission. So I hope you enjoy this reading, and my fascinator and my earrings. And I'm just being a little bit silly, and I thought, why not? I am going to be coming up like once, maybe I will try once in a while. I'd like to do this maybe once a week. Please feel to subscribe or like my video, and I will be posting this on YouTube as well as on my WordPress blog, and see what wants to happen. Like I say, this is a total experiment because, I've been drawn to tarot in the last year and a half, and I'm using tarot right now as a spiritual advice, as a guide. And honestly, like, it's a lot of fun, and it's been working for me. And it's also about developing intuition. So like even what we did today, in this reading, there's certain insight that I got from this reading. So I hope you enjoyed this short video, and I'll see you again. Bye.